running.
There is blood, gore, intense violence, nudity. Just want to make sure my audio is okay. Okay, folks, welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. Today we're doing something a little bit different, aka something we haven't done in a wee bit. Yep. We're going to be doing a kill team game using the Heralds of Ruin kill team game system. Check out their website. It's pretty interesting. It's a free version of Kill Team with their own unique rules and whatnot.
Very fun.
We're going to be doing 250 points, which is the average slightly high for Kill Team. I wish it was even higher because the faction I chose, it's going to be a Kill Team game between Grey Knights
and Tyranid.
So it should be interesting to see how this works out. We're going to get to our kill teams and get to the game as quick as possible, so we will see you in a bit.
Alright, so here's going to be my 250 exact points of Kill Team Tyranids. I'm going to be running the Hive Fleet modified Hydra for the Heralds of Ruin Kill Team game. And I guess I'll get right in it with my leader. So my leader for this one's going to be an Alpha Warrior, just kind of a standard warrior, but a bit more beefy. He's going to be bringing along a Death Spitter, Bone Sword. He's going to be taking the 20-ish point upgrade to get to have the Alpha Warrior rule from the Tyranids Codex Leader Warrior. And he's going to get Shrike Wings. And the last thing that I'm upgrading him with is Toxin Sacs, so he'll be able to hurt more when he actually gets his whacks in. So moving on from the leader onto core, I've got a group of 3 warriors. Not really a group of 3 individual warriors. 2 with Scything Talons and Death Spitters, and 1 with a Venom Cannon and Death Spitters. Lastly, for core, I've got I've got 6 individual Hormagaunts, all with their standard pair of Scything Talons. And lastly, under special, I've got 2 Shrikes, or Tyranid Shrikes, all carrying Death Spitters and Bone Swords. And lastly, just to finish off my army, my philosophy is going to be Raiders, aka I want to get onto Tom's side of the board as quickly as possible. And that's my army.
Okay, folks, this is going to be my 250 points of Grey Knight kill team on the nose. So, starting off with my Brotherhood. My Brotherhood will be the 3rd Brotherhood. I do believe it's the 3rd Brotherhood. The Psy Wardens, I do believe, or something similar to that. Basically, it adds 1 to any Deny the Witch tests, and my leader will get +1 to his weapon skill and attack characteristics. Basically, I didn't know Mike was running a no psyker list originally, and when he told me about it, I was like, all the other ones that are somewhat decent that aren't psychic related are ones that require me to read points out, so can't change it. Moving on from there to my actual leader for my kill team is going to be a Paragon. He's going to be in Terminator Plate and all that loveliness, and he is going to be equipped with a twin bolt pistol, upgraded to a Ancient for 35 points. He will have 2 relics, one of them being Consecrated Augmetics, giving him a 5-up Feel No Pain, and he will be carrying the Lost Sword of the Paragon, something like that. Basically a neat sword that gives him the ability to always fight first, even if he was the target of charge. So, pretty neat. And he will have for his right, the right of leadership, giving him the rights of battle, I do believe, from the original Grey Knight's core book, which is basically an aura of rerolling 1s to hit. So he should be pretty beefy in melee, decently survivable, and with a neat aura ability. Sadly, however, he is well over half of my list. So for my core choices, I didn't have that much points left. And I quickly rounded it off with 3 Grey Knight Intercessors. Intercessors. 2 are going to be kitted out exactly the same with Storm Bolters and Bolt Rifles. And the last one will be kitted out with a twin bolt pistol and a Nemesis Force halberd. For psychic powers, because everything in my list is going to be a psyker, running down the list quickly, leader is going to have himself Purge Soul. The one intercessor with a melee weapon is going to have Hammer Hand. And between the two other intercessors, I will have Astral Aim and Sanctuary. Probably won't be seeing much smites come out of my list because I'll be casting other things. We shall see how effective this is. So that is 250 points on the nose of Kill Team Grey Knight. Okay, folks, here we are deployed for mission number 3 from the Heralds of Ruin section of the Heralds of Ruin missions. This one is particularly called Take and Hold. Normally there would be 5 buildings, but since we are running a Tyranid type field, we decided to instead replace the buildings with 5 distinctive tendril things that we marked with an objective as the objective buildings. And it's going to be a 3-inch radius around each one of the objectives to be holding it. In this one, the objectives are all worth victory points at the end of the game to whoever is holding them. The most wins in that regard. But there's still First Blood, slay the team leader, and behind enemy lines equivalent. Pretty straightforward. Mike has all his stuff deployed in his territory, and I'm holding back a little bit further because Mike really wants to get into a fight, and I want at least one turn of shooting before he gets into melee range.
Fair enough.
In addition to that, if you are within 3 inches of holding an objective, it immediately reveals what the building is, which could be nothing or beneficial effects, or possibly hurting you depending on how shooting goes.
Fair enough.
I obviously finished deploying first, so I will have the +1 to the roll-off to see who goes first. Oh, before we roll, I did forget to mention, we are trying out a new camera gimbal system to help steady cam.
Yeah, so hopefully it
Looks smoother. So, we shall see. Back to the roll then. I have the +1 to the roll-off. We tie.
Darn.
I beat you by 1.
Beat me.
I will choose to go first.
I will attempt to seize the initiative.
You
I
do
don't.
not. So it will be Grey Knight's turn 1. See how much damage I can do before you get too close. Okay, turn 1 movement, pretty straightforward because the way Heralds of Ruins work, if you're moving through difficult terrain, you basically double the amount of distance you costs to move through. So only a little bit forward, just enough to hold that objective and get a couple guys in range to shoot. I did successfully secure that building. So we're going to have to roll on the table to see what it is. D6. A 4, I think, is the Medi Center. I'll have to relook that one up.
And just for the sake of doing it now, I'm going to roll to see what my objective is over here. A 2.
Ammunitions factory, which if I shoot at it and you roll a 1, it explodes and everything within a radius takes damage.
Does it do any benefit for me?
I don't think so. I think that's the worst one.
Oh, poop.
I will go and quickly reread those just to make sure that we are correct. Okay, quick read back through what those actually are. 1 and 2 are nothing remarkable, so no special effects for the one Mike holds. And a 4 was basically an aura of re-rolling ones to hit in the shooting phase, but because I have my banner, I already did that. Not my banner, my Rites of Battle.
Ah, fair enough.
So, it will. Nothing spectacular for either one of us at the moment. So up next will be the Psychic phase. I'm only going to be really casting 2 Psychic powers because everything else is going to be out of range and kind of not important at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and have the guy in the middle there cast Astral Aim on himself, which the way Heralds of Ruin works, if it's a Psychic power that's meant to affect a unit, provides a 3-inch bubble to affect models.
Which would basically be everyone there.
Yes. Astral Aim is a 5 to cast. I got a 7. Astral Aim basically does is all those that are affected by it can target enemies that are not visible, and the enemies do not get the benefit of cover against any of their weapons.
Fair enough.
So, basically doing that in case any of the things I plan on shooting at has cover bonuses. And lastly, the other guy is going to go ahead and cast Sanctuary on the same target. Warp Shard 6 to cast. I got a 5.
Would you like to re-roll one of those?
Yeah, I think I will. I've got 7 effective tactical points, so re-roll that. Nah, same amount.
Nah.
Waste of a point. Okay, the other 2 are going to be out of range for their powers at the moment, so we'll go straight on to the shooting phase, where I'm going to kind of group my fire together. Herald's Ruin, technically you're supposed to do this one at a time, but there's only 2 guys that are in range and they're going to target the same target.
All right, fair enough.
So both my 2 intercessors that are armed with bolt rifles and storm bolters are going to go ahead and shoot this guy because he is the closest. And they're going to just go ahead and unload. Let us start off with the 2 storm bolters. Rapid fire 2 at 24-inch range. Will not be rapid firing. Grey Knights in this edition do not get the benefit of those lovely bolter discipline stuff.
Nope.
Nope. Drop the dice. So 4 shots in total, looking for 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because re-rolling 1s because of my nearby rites of battle. That's 4 2s. And re-rolling 4 2s and 2 1s. That is a bad start.
That is unfortunate.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and now fire their bolt rifles. Same target, hitting on 3s. These 2 hits so far, re-rolling 1s. 3 hits, I might kill it. Wounding on 4s. I won't kill it. I'm not going to spend a point because I won't kill it anyway. AP minus 1.
All right. 1 5 up. I made it.
Yep. Well, good starts are good. Alright, and that will be the end of my turn 1. Nothing else is in range because they have a 12-inch range for everything that remains.
All right, on to Nid's turn 1. All right, so movement for Tyranids. Starting in the back here, didn't move, and the Hormigaunt that was here all the way in the back moved and advanced a total of extra 5 inches all the way over there, moving towards the objective over in that corner. Everything else just kind of moved up, except this group of Hormigaunts that moved and advanced, taking the minimum 3 inches.
In Herald's Ruin, you can either roll a d6 or just take 3.
Yep, and I decided to just take 3. So, moved over into cover over here, starting to get towards that objective. Got to this objective, I'll figure out what that is in just a moment. My Shrike leader flew up over onto the building, and the 2 other Shrikes flew up towards the other guys ready to shoot in. Maybe throw a long ball charge in this turn, or maybe just shoot. We shall see. So with that out of the way, got to find out what that objective is that I just grabbed. So, it is nothing.
Yeah, 2.
Nothing. It's nothing. All right, so starting off the shooting phase with the Shrikes in the front, I'm going to do them one at a time, starting with this Shrike. Firing, picking primary target, this guy with 1 shot, and then kind of throw both my secondaries into this guy.
Yeah, because he has more than 1 weapon.
All right. The reason I'm picking that as my primary is because, 1, it's the closest model, and 2, I have to.
Yeah.
And 3, I can't actually shoot him anyway because there's a giant floor tendril in the way. Building. Air quotes, building. All right, so I'll be hitting on 4 ups standard with Shrikes.
Both hit.
All right, so rolling to wound now, tough or strength 5 versus tough 4s. So 3s to wound. 1 makes it through.
Okay. 3-up save because probably 25% or more obscured from that dude.
Yep.
At least his legs or whatever will be obscured because of the barricade. And I got a 3-up save.
I'm not even going to roll the dice for the one that I can't actually hit.
That's fair enough.
So next up is going to be the other Shrike there, firing at basically all his shots at that one right next to the building.
Yeah, that guy.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so 3 shots, hitting on 4s for
hits.
2 hits. And then wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
His legs are obscured, so 3 up saves. Didn't need him. That would have been 4 ups anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. And with that done, I think I'm going to choose my leader to go next, firing at, once again, closest. I think he can see... Yeah, he should be able to see
Yeah, you can see
that one
all
just
of them.
fine. I'll be putting all 3 of his shots in there.
Yeah.
Alright, so firing in with my leader Shrike, my alpha warrior. 3 shots, hitting on 4s, just like everyone else, but because of his own special rule, and he's near himself, he gets to reroll 1s.
Yeah.
So missed once, hit twice, wounding on 3s, 6s actually matter, because he has, well, I didn't get a 6, so 1 wound.
His lower half is concealed, so 3 up save. No.
Aha! Take 1 damage.
He's got 2 each.
Alright, fair enough. That warrior right there, firing in at, once again, the guy holding the building. Alright, so Death Bitters firing in, hitting on 4s.
Not a 1.
Not a 1, alright.
Literally.
Nope. Alright, so last thing to fire in the shoot phase is going to be that warrior all the way back there with his venom cannon, firing at, once again, closest model. I believe he can see the one behind the building just fine.
Well, he can see him, but he's still...
Oh, it's going to get cover, because all of them are behind that little leg
Yeah.
thing. So it's going to be D3 number of shots for 3. And this is going to be hitting on 4s for 1. And then it's going to be wounding on 2s. Because strength 8. That's a 1. Alright, well, that was a successful shoot phase. Really nothing else to do. What's the ruling for charges?
You declare a charge like normal. Everyone within 3 inches of the target can also declare Overwatch.
Okay, so basically everyone you have there.
And if you declare Overwatch, you have to attempt to charge into the fight, if you can.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to, for the moment... So I don't think with this cover here, I can actually make it in. Because it would hinder me too greatly. Make it a 12-inch charge.
11 or 12 or something.
Yeah, 11 or 12, so I'm not going to charge anything in. And I'm just going to end my turn there. So, I did a wound. Yay.
You did better than I did.
I did. Alright, so on to Grey Knight's turn 2.
Okay, turn 2 movement for the Grey Knights. Basically, everything moved forward that could, wrapping around my melee guys. Got about a 7-8-inch charge, depending on which guy's declaring the charge into the warrior there. So maybe get in there, get a good fight going. We'll see what happens. The other 2 moved their 3 inches to take over holding the objective and to get within both in 12 inches of the guy forward of them. Maybe get them out of line of sight of maybe 1 or 2 dudes. We'll see. So with that being done, we're going to go on to the psychic phase, where this guy's going to start me off by placing Sanctuary on that dude.
Alright.
Casting Sanctuary, warp charge 6 to cast. I got a 5. I am not spending anything on doing that for the moment. Alright, up next is going to be the other shooter guy is going to go ahead and do astral aim on the same target because everyone's within 3 inches of him.
Alright.
Warp charge 5 to cast. Succeeded. So all my guys now can fire at targets they can't see and ignore you ignore the benefit of cover. All right, from there, I'm going to go ahead and cast with my leader character, Purge Soul, and he'll be targeting the dude directly in front of him.
Fair enough.
Warp charge 5 to cast. I got a total of an 8. Purge Soul, we roll off, add our respective highest leaderships for the unit, which is just going to be the 1 models. And depending on the result, things happen.
All right, I think mine's a 9.
Okay. Well, if it is a 9, that definitely did not succeed. Why don't you look that up?
I'll go check.
Yeah, I'm probably going to spend a command point. So with him being, in fact, leadership 9, I'm not going to bother to reroll because there's no real benefit to doing it. It would have been, I have a 10, he has a 9. I could do something, but I need to roll basically a 5 or a 6, and it wouldn't be worth it. All right, and then the last guy is going to go ahead and cast Hammerhand on himself. Warp charge 6 to cast. It's the dude with the staff melee weapon in the middle there that I've been casting everything on. Looking for 6s. I got a total of a 6. And that's a bubble. Everyone around him adds 1 to all wound rolls while in fighting in melee.
Fair enough.
So that might come in handy if I make any of the charges. So next we're going to go ahead and go into the shooting phase, where I'm going to go ahead and start with this guy in the back here, shooting this guy. He can shoot him even though he's not visible or whatever, and no cover, all that lovely bonuses. Yeah. He's within 12-inch range, so he gets to rapid fire all his stuff. And before I actually shoot anything, I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 command point or tactical point on Empiric Sight, which for the Grey Knights is a stratagem thing that Herald's Ruin created. On any 6s to hit, I cause a mortal wound.
Ow. Fair enough. But ow.
So let's start off with the Stormbolter, which is in range. 4 shots, looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. I got 1 6, so that's 1 mortal wound, and 1 regular hit. These are going to be looking for 4s to wound. 2 wounds, no AP on a Stormbolter.
All right, so 2 4-ups. Made 1, failed 1. He is still kicking.
There's 1 wound remaining. His second gun, the bolt rifle, once again looking for those 3s to hit. And it doesn't really matter because there's 1 mortal wound.
And he's dead.
So 1 command point to guarantee that first kill, which gives me 1 command point back because of Bloodthirsty.
Fair. I thought that was only in melee.
Nope, it is 1 kill.
Oh.
If your leader does it, you get 2.
Fair enough.
So I'll be claiming this delicious first blood.
Blech.
Okay, and then I'm going to just kind of go over to these 2 guys and group fire them. They're both hitting on the same ballistic skill of 3s, and they're going to fire their twin bolt pistols into that one warrior there, trying to shave a couple wounds off.
Fair enough. And Shrike.
Shrike, yes. Looking for 3s to hit with their 2 twin bolt pistols. 2 hits. And 4s to wound. 1 wound, no AP.
1 4-up. Made it.
Okay. I was going to go ahead and have this dude shoot this dude, but this guy's within 6 inches and closer. Same thing with these warriors and this and this. So you really can't target anything but the Shrike that's closest. I was kind of hoping to get rid of him with psychic powers and shooting.
Fair enough.
So starting off with the Stormbolter, which is in rapid fire range. Looking for those 3s to hit. Hey, they all hit. Looking for 4s to wound. For 3 wounds, no AP.
3 4-ups.
Made them all.
Made them all.
And looking next onto the bolt rifle, looking for 3s to hit again. Once again in rapid fire, all hit. Once again looking for 4s to wound. For 2 wounds with AP -1. He has no wounds on him, right?
I don't believe he does.
Yeah, never mind. I kind of want... If he lives, he'll have 1 wound left, and I'll attempt to
You
charge.
can charge him, yeah.
Yeah.
So just the 2?
Just the 2 with AP -1.
2 5-ups.
And 1 failed 1.
So that should be 1 or 2 wounds on him now. 1, just the 1.
Yeah, because you made all your other saves.
Yep.
Okay, and that'll be it for my shooting. Charges to declare. I'm going to start off with my leader character declaring a charge.
3 shots hitting on 6s. None.
Needs a 7-inch charge, or 6-inch charge to get within 1 inch, because 7 brings me to base. I got a 9.
Fair enough.
Okay, ending up like so. After the charge, the other intercessor with the halberd is going to declare a charge as well into the same target. He needs an 8 or better, because he can jump over all that stuff. A 6, so he's not going to make it, and I'm not going to spend any dice to reroll that. Paragon swinging in. He has 4 attacks base, +1 for the Brotherhood I chose, and +1 additionally for carrying the banner. So he's got 6 attacks going in. He's looking for 2s to hit. They all hit. He is only strength 4 on the weapon, does not increase his strength. However, Hammerhand did go off, which means he's going to be looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 5 wounds with AP -3. That's you have a 4 base.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I think
I don't have any invuls.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure these do like D3 or 2 a pop. So.
God, so yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
All right, and then he's going to take a 3-inch consolidation.
Fair enough.
He's going in for it.
He's going in. He can probably hold his own up there anyway.
Yeah, we'll see how well this goes. And that will be the end of my turn 2. I do successfully get first blood, because I killed 1 unit.
Killed 2 units.
Yeah, well, doesn't stack.
No. So I guess on to my turn 2.
Yep.
All right, so movement for turn, Still 2. Turn 2 for the Tyranids. Once again, didn't move. Moved basically everything I could over into near melee of Tom's leader character, except for one Gaunt. Went over here to try and secure that just for points wise. Oh, and I forgot the one that stayed behind to gather points at the end of the game.
Yep.
So with all that movement done, it basically just everyone, here's where they landed. With all that movement done, onto shooting, where I'm going to have everything shoot at the closest unit. I'm still going to do them one at a time because I might kill him. I don't expect to, but I might. So starting off with the Venom Cannon, D3 number of shots. For 1, I'd like to spend a point to re-roll that.
Fair enough. You have 5.
Yes. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
1. Well, that point kind of just bit me in the butt there.
I mean, it's better than the 1 than missing.
Fair enough. All right, tough 4 versus strength 8, so wounding on 2s. Wounds.
Didn't really matter what.
No, it did not. AP -2.
I am definitely at least 25% or more obscured, so I will have a 3-up save. Made.
Got it.
I made it on my 5-up invul.
All right, so with the Venom Cannon done, on to the Death Spitters, where starting from the farthest, Death Spitters go, hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
Wounding on 3s. Both wound.
Once again, 3-up saves, no cover bonus. Made both.
Next is going to be the other Tyranid warrior, so no re-rolling, hitting on 4s.
You're definitely within 6 of your Shrike leader.
Yeah, but I thought you said it only affected Shrikes.
Yeah, it's only affecting Shrikes. That's fair enough.
I'm following what we did out of game.
Yes, because he's a Shrike alpha, not a warrior.
Not a warrior alpha. So none hit. Nor would I have been re-rolling anyway.
Yeah, because it's 3 3s.
And then ending up with the
Shrike alpha itself.
Shrike alpha, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, re-rolling 1s.
2 hits.
2 hits, wounding on 3s. For 1.
AP -1, so 2 becomes a 3. I fail.
Yay!
I will annoy Mike. I'll spend 1 of my 6 remaining command points. I pass.
Boo! I am annoyed. You have done exactly what you said you did. Starting the charges to declare, with the gaunts themselves going from left to right.
He's going to throw a frag grenade at the charging gaunt. D6 number of shots. For 2. Well, I should have fired just his pistol. Hitting on 6s, it didn't matter.
All right. I believe he gets in.
He does.
He does.
All right, then everything else just roll for.
Yeah. The only one that I really truly have to roll for is the one way off in the back.
Okay.
Because the rest are just, they'll make it.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for him first. 7 inches? Pretty sure that makes it.
Well, yeah. And then, I don't know, see if this guy gets double 1.
Yeah. See if my leader gets double 1. Did not.
Okay.
And then the other Tyranid warrior, does he get a double 1? No. So everyone basically gets in. Alright, so here they all are, charged in, ready to go. And at the start of the actual fight phase, I'm going to spend 1 tactical point on Feeding Frenzy, which, and I'm just going to center it on, like, that gaunt.
It's a big bubble.
It's a big 3-inch bubble. Everyone should be in the area. Basically gives everyone +1 attack, but at the end of all of the fight phase, I have to pull one as a one model that's affected as a casualty.
My character has a his special relic sword, the lost sword of the pilgrim or something like that. Basically means he always fights first, even if he was the target of a charge.
Which is so busted.
So what I'm going to do, he's got a total of 6 attacks. I'm going to put 2 into Mike's leader, and then 1 attack into each one of the
4 gaunts.
Because that's 12 attacks I could get rid of. And then at the end, one of his warriors will have to go away. All right, so let's start off with the stuff going into those gaunts. He's hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s to hit. Successfully hit.
Please, it's a dead gaunt already.
Strength 4 versus tough of 3. Would be wounding on 3s, but hammer hand means he's wounding on 2s. And command point. No.
Living gaunt.
No, I didn't need... No, that was to wound. That was to wound. So that is 1 living gaunt. And then just move down the line. 2s to hit. 2s to kill. Dead gaunt. 2s to hit. 2s to kill.
Dead gaunt.
2s to hit. 2s to kill. Dead gaunt.
So that's 3 dead gaunts.
Yep. And
I still have my 1 sacrificial gaunt.
Yep, and the dice was purely, that's like, you tried to be a little sneaky there, time to get punished. All right. 2s to hit your leader. Rerolling the hit. Both hit. Would be wounding on 4s, strength 4 versus tough 4, so wounding on 3s because of hammer hand. Only 1.
Okay. I don't...
No save, you just take 1 damage.
Yeah, I just take 1 damage because AP. Alright, so with 3 gone, it's now my time to attack. I'm going to start off with my 2 warriors. I'm just going to group them together with their attacks. And they're going to have a total of 5 attacks going in.
5 attacks each.
5 attacks each going in. Thank you, Tom. So a total of 10 attacks. Because each of them have bone swords, and with Feeding Frenzy going up, that's 2 extra attacks for each of them, with their standard of 3 attacks. So, 10 attacks going in, hitting on 3s.
Looks
for
like 3 misses.
1, 2, and 3. If only they got to re-roll ones. And then this is going to be wounding on
4s, because they're only strength 4.
True.
And
Bone swords are users, so wounding on 4s.
4 looks like 3.
Yes, I would agree. With AP -2.
So I will have a 4-up save, which I roll 3 4s.
Paired. And then 5 from the Shrike with his bone sword, getting to reroll 1s to hit. Hitting on 4s.
You got 2 and 2 2s and 1 1.
Yep, 2 2s. Rerolling the 1 into a 1. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s.
What?
For 1.
1 4-up save.
You made it with a 4.
That is 4 4s in a row.
Alright, so the Gaunt going in with his total of 3 attacks because of the +1 from Feeding Frenzy. It's going to be hitting on 4s. For none. Okay, great. That was fantastic on my end. I dealt 0 damage. All right. Well, Poopy.
Tough bugger remains.
Tough bugger remains. That's the end of my turn. On to turn 3.
Okay, turn 3 for the Grey Knights. It's pretty straightforward. The 2 guys that were holding the objective moved slightly forward, 1 leaving the objective behind, but getting close enough to get some pot shots out and about. The wounded intercessor hops over the little barricade right there, moving to get a good charge in and cast Hammer Hand. My leader stayed in combat because it's glorious fun times.
There's no reason for him not to be in combat.
Mm-hmm. And that's my entirety of my move. Onto the psychic phase, where I'm going to go ahead and one of these 2, I forget which one's which off the top of my head, cast Astral Aim on the guy in the back so they both get it.
Yep.
Meh. A 5's probably not enough for Astral Aim.
I think it was a 6.
I think it is a 6 as well. Astral Aim. No, is a 5.
Oh, well. Bully.
Yay, Astral Aim. Yay, being able to shoot at things I can't see.
Him.
Yep. And then the other one is going to go ahead and cast Sanctuary on my leader.
Will you finally get it off?
Actually, never mind, because you're AP -2, so he'll have a 4-up save either way. So he's just going to put Sanctuary on his buddy, so they'll get 5-up invuls.
Aww.
No, I didn't get it off. It's a warp charge 6. Sanctuary has a hard time. All right, and then...
There's no Sanctuary on a Tyranid world.
Yeah, and then the wounded guy is going to go and cast Hammer Hand on his leader. Warp charge is in fact 6, so a 6 is enough to get it. So my leader adds 1 to wound rolls.
Well done.
And then the leader is going to go ahead and smite? Yeah.
What would you like to smite?
He's going to smite the Hormigaunt, because they're all in base. Actually, no. He's going to smite your leader. So
Fair enough. That makes more sense.
Smiting your leader, you know how this works. I'm happy it's that because of all my special rolls and whatnot. That's still only a D3.
Oh, yeah, because...
One, it's the tabletop... Herald's of Ruin reduces it anyway. And my faction... Actually, no. It's still only a 1 because you don't have the demon keyword.
Ha ha!
So it doesn't really matter what I rolled for that, as long as if I got a 5 or higher, so...
Wow. I was like, oh man, it's a 6.
No. Herald's of Ruin reduces it to D1, then D3, and then because I have rights of banishment, it's a 1.
It's always a 1.
It's always a 1.
Because it's not a demon.
Mm-hmm. So that's it for the psychic phase. Onto the shooting phase. I'll start off with my leader, who's going to fire his pistol, his double-barreled pistol, into the gaunt.
Oh, no.
So 2 shots, looking for 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. 1 hit, looking for a 3 to wound. It wounded.
All right.
There's no AP on a bolt pistol.
1 6 up.
No.
I didn't make it. The gaunt is dead.
He shot the gaunt. George, he shot
I shot the gaunt and I won.
The one over here is going to go ahead and, using Astral Aim, shoot this gaunt. He's just going to fire everything at it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So starting off with the bolt rifle, looking for 3s to hit. Both hit, looking for 3s to wound. Both wound. AP -1, no cover.
It's a dead gaunt.
Yeah. Just get out of here.
Get out of here, stalker.
And then he's going to go ahead and fire. He would shoot this other gaunt, but this is slightly closer.
All right.
And he's within 6 inches of that, so he has to shoot the warrior. So looking for that bolt rifle to hit. 3s. He's actually outside of range for the objective, so 1 hit. Looking for 4s to wound. Successfully wounds. AP -1, no cover save.
In that case, 1 5 up.
Oh,
No.
take 1.
I will.
And then he's going to fire his Storm Bolter. Same target. 1 hit. Actually, no, he's 3s to hit. 2 hits, looking for 4s to wound. No wounds. Fair
Okay.
enough. Okay, and that's it for that charge phase. My dude right here is going to declare a charge into everything.
Just roll it. I'm already in combat. I can't do anything about it.
I got neat. So, something like, I don't know.
Just throw them in.
There. Okay, and as we head into the fight here, we have to pause for a brief moment and discuss, I guess, the rules.
Yeah.
My warlord or team leader, whatever, sword specifically says that he always goes first, even if the enemy has charged. However, a friendly has charged, and normally, you pick charging units to go first.
Makes sense.
So we're unsure if he would override that with his always goes first, or the fact that a friendly has charged and it specifically says if an enemy unit charged.
Yeah, it adds that as a stipulation, but not as a friendly stipulation.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite say the
Even if there's charges.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is put it to an odd or even. On an odd, charging unit has to go first. On an even, my dude who says he always goes first.
And just for references to why we're putting this to an odd or even, it's because if the charging unit goes first, I then become capable of spending a command point to intervene after it goes.
Yes, because there is a tactical stratagem that specifically says that after a unit has charged, has fought, you can interrupt and have one of your units fight. However,
And if he goes first, he didn't charge. So, there is our conundrum. Tom, roll the dice.
so odd charger has to go first. So the charger has to go first.
Okay.
So at this point, before I swing, you'd have to spend that command point because it's at the start of the fight and then it
Oh,
triggers.
really?
Yeah, that's how it's
I'm
worded.
spending the command point.
Yeah.
What an odd way to do that.
Yeah, it's you spend it at the start, and then after a charger goes, someone activates.
What? All right.
I guess
either way.
I guess it's a risk reward because if you pick someone and then everyone dies that could fight, you still waste the command point, or the person you want to fight dies. I don't know. It's weird.
Do I have to stipulate someone now?
You do not have to pick the person. It's just somebody in the fight.
Okay. Herald's a ruin, everyone.
All right.
So your charger going in first?
Yes. He's got 3 attacks. I think I'm going to actually just go ahead and put all 3 into... they all have the same number of attacks, right?
All have 5.
Yeah, so I'll go with the unwounded warrior that's nearby him.
The unwounded warrior.
Yeah, so this dude.
Correct. Okay.
'Cause
Yep.
my dude's wounded by 1.
Fair enough.
It's probably overkill, but since these only do D3 damage, they do D3 damage, I could literally just do 2 if I succeeded with everything and then
Yeah.
rolled terribly. So 3 attacks going in, and they're going to be looking for 3s to hit. 2 hits. His halberd increases his strength, so he's strength 6. I think it's +2. So looking for 3s to wound. So that will be only 1 wound. Let me double check to see what the AP of a halberd is.
Halberd.
-2.
All right. So that's going to be 1 glorious 6-up for me. Unless you have anything that pops up.
Before you roll, I'm going to spend 1 command point and see if I can get a second wound.
Okay.
Going for a second wound. I've got a 1.
All right. Well,
A 1 to a 1, basically.
6 up. He takes D3. You could kill him with just this.
I could. Looking for a 5 or 6 to kill. A 3, so I do 2.
Okay. He has 1 wound left.
Okay.
Then my spent point goes in.
Yep.
I'm gonna have my leader go, and just put everything he has into your charged unit.
Okay, to my halberd man.
Yeah, because I might as well get a kill. All right, so that'll be 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Here we go. for rerolling ones.
4 hits.
4 hits. And then with the 6s matter for wounding because of the
Toxin sack.
toxin sacks. Where I got 2.
You got 2 6s. So the AP -2, so I'm going to be looking for 5 up saves.
Yep, and both of these are going to do 2 damage.
5 up saves. Well, made 1, failed 1, and I already spent my thing on the reroll, so his 1 wound, he dies.
Sweet.
Yeah, he tried. He contributed. He dealt 2 wounds.
He did. Now your guy goes.
Yep.
Who's he going to end?
He's going to put 2 in the one with 1 wound remaining, and then 4 into your leader.
All right.
So the 2 going into the one with 1 wound, looking for 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. Both wound, looking for those 3s to wound. Double 2, so no extra damage. Oh boy, and then 4 going into your leader, looking for those 2s to hit and 3s to wound. For 3 with AP -3, I think that's enough to finish him.
That'll kill him right there.
So, taking out your leader.
8 attacks coming from my just standard Tyranid warriors. Hitting on 4s. That's a lot of 3s. Well, it's really just 2.
Yeah, so 3 misses.
3 misses, and then wounding on
4s.
4s. Wounding on 4s.
For 4. AP -2 with the 2 up default armor, so 4 up saves. Made 2, failed 2. And then he has a built-in 5 up feel no pain because of his items. Which I made both.
God. All right, well,
I got Slay the Team Leader.
Immortal Jeff over here still remains. Then we move on to my turn.
Yep. Model count. You're probably taking leadership because I'm pretty sure you're under 50%.
Well, let's see. I started with 12. I have 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to make a
Do I route?
You make a route test. I am under 25%, but you're a couple degrees further along.
I am quite a couple degrees further along. I am at a quarter of what I was. Yeah. What is the dice roll for that? Because I forget.
Your highest leadership.
It's still a 9. 9 or below for my route test.
You got a 6.
I stay.
So you stay for just one more round.
One more. And then do you have to roll? Or is that only on your turn?
Because you're worse than me.
Got it. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm at a quarter versus your...
75.
Yeah.
Each mod I lose is a quarter down.
That's how I'll get you to leave. Damn, I should have gone for the other guys.
I have a leadership 10 character.
Oh, all right. Well, phooey.
And then they shall know no fear, so I get to re-roll it.
Ah! All right, well, on to my turn. All right, so movement for turn 3, Tyranids. Moved up. Just kind of getting ready to help? Question mark. Stayed in combat just to maybe survive his next number of attacks and maybe do enough to kill him. With 10 attacks, it's probable.
Oh, that's if you spend the command pointy thing to...
With 8 attacks, it's probable. Sorry, I keep forgetting about that. And then that's literally it for movement. So on to shooting, where I'm going to fire my venom cannon at...
One of those two.
One of those two. Does he still count as closest to in melee?
I don't think you can target people in melee anyway, so...
Alright, so I'll shoot at the closest one.
He's outside of 6 inches anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Then I'm firing at them. Alright, D3 number of shots at the closest dude.
Grey Knight.
Grey Knight. There we go. That's the words.
Intercessor.
2 shots hitting on 4s.
One
for 1 hit. Wounding on...
A 2, because it's strength 8.
Yep, wounding on a 2.
Ooh.
1.
You do have 2 command points
I'm
left.
going to spend 1 command point to reroll that into a 1.
That has happened like 3 or 4 times this game between both of us.
It has.
A 1 has popped up and it's immediately re-rolled back into another 1.
It's a common occurrence on our table. We don't know why, but it's just... If you roll a 1 and re-roll it, it's going to be a 1.
Yep, 1 re-rolling the 1s.
That's my only shooting attack, so on to melee. Tom, would you like to go first?
I would indeed like to go first because of my
good.
really, really fair rule.
I'm glad we both agree that this is a entirely fair and reasonable rule.
Oh, man. I'm going to put 3 regular attacks into the wounded one. And then I'm going to put 3 falchion attacks into the unwounded one. He has a falchion. I totally forgot he had that because of upgrading to an agent.
Yeah, fair enough. I also forgot to reroll any amounts of the fact that I had more models than you
Yeah.
attacking.
So 3 attacks going into the wounded guy. Looking for 3 2s to hit because of all that stuff. Rerolling 1s because he's here by himself. All these hit.
It's only command point rerolls of 1 as well.
Yeah. Well, the other version you get a lot more of, so it's they're like, all right, don't need to mess with you. All right, and then he's going to be looking for 3s to win because of hammer hand. I finished the one with 1 wound.
Did he get hammer hand?
Yeah, the hammer hand got off my last turn.
Oh, it's
Until the start of my turn.
You're right.
So, and anyway, that would have done it anyway.
It would have.
So,
So he's basically dead.
the one with 1 wound left is dead. And then the 3 falchion attacks going in, looking for 2s to hit. All hit. Looking for 3s to wound because of hammer hand. 2 wounds with AP -2. No rerolling wounds.
2 6-ups. Made 1.
D3 damage for a falchion for 3.
GG.
Yeah, that's
It's
that is a tough bugger.
it really is.
And I could have spent 20 more points on. I could have spent 20 more points on upgrading him with a storm shield, so you'd have a 3-up invul.
It's absurd.
And all that would have really cost me is 1 of my intercessors and.
Yeah.
He is for this game mode ridiculously good.
Absolutely. I brought mostly shooting melee list, like a
good
half
mix.
and half mix. If I had brought maybe a psychic smite list, maybe I could combat him. If I brought maybe just a heavy group of shooters, that might be able to combat him. Being in melee was a mistake.
Yeah. He's really good until you fail once. Because if he fails, he only has 5 wounds. So if you actually take damage and there's no way to heal, he will drop quickly if things actually make their way through. The problem being is
He's so tough.
he is pretty tanky with his armor and saves. Yeah.
Good game. Interesting rule on that sword.
Yeah, that is a
Dear Heralds of Ruin, please
nerf.
rewrite.
Yeah,
please nerf.
That is a 20-point upgrade you should always take for your character.
God. The equivalent 20-point upgrade on my end of the board was a 6-inch bubble of rerolling 1s for pick a flavor of Tyranid Warrior or Tyranid Shrike.
Yeah. Whew.
Damn. Either way, good game. Had fun. It got mulched.
Yeah.
And hope everyone else enjoyed, and have a good one.